I'm with Terrie Phillips from Des Moines, Iowa. Terrie has been a friend of the family and a friend of my mom's for a very long time, and I am proud to say that Terrie is my very first fan outside of my family. Terrie has been a pen pal. She's somebody that I would draw pictures for when I was younger and send with my mom to work at Iowa Methodist Hospital, and then she would write back and she would ask for other artwork, and then when art turned into music, then it was something similar to where it was, well, let me know when you're playing, let me hear your CDs. And Terrie has been one of my faithful followers way from the beginning. So because of that, I wrote a song on this album for Terrie. And this isn't the first time I've done a song for you on my albums. On the last album, on New Chapter, we had Moving Forward that I dedicated to you, but didn't quite, do that next step, which was write something for you.
Yes.
So the song that I have on this album is called Ms. Terrie. It was something that I used to call you when I was talking with my mom, and she would say, "Yep, Ms. Terrie wants another piece of artwork." So I thought that would be a great song title. And so the song, the groove, the feel, all of that is very similar to the last album, but obviously it's brand new. So I hope you like it. And
I think I'm hearing so far. So
yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. So one of the questions that I wanted to ask you, a story, or maybe not anything embarrassing, because I don't know if you have anything embarrassing on me or not.
No,
maybe you do. But if you have any sort of story or some insight into me, maybe why you like my music, why have you been a fan of me for such a long time?
I've been a fan of you for such a long time because I have just one daughter, and I always wanted a boy. And your mom was always talking about you and Michael at work all the time, but mostly you, and because of your artwork and stuff. And then, I don't know if you remember, and I had it down in the basement for the longest time until the basement flooded. But this is way back when Mount St. Helens erupted.
Yes.
And you drew me a picture of Mount St. Helens erupting and said, "To Terrie," and then you didn't do one for your mother. So she was just a little upset that Miss Terrie was more special than she was this time, and got a picture of Mount St. Helens erupting.
So it started with Mount St. Helens.
Started with that, and then music-wise, I didn't really get to hear a lot of you until Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were selling the CDs for the jazz band from Drake, why I would purchase those from your mother and stuff. But I heard all about your scouts and everything else, and I, quite truthfully, my music tastes just go everywhere, all over the place. I've got opera and rock and country and old country, and I had never really had jazz. I wasn't a big jazz fan. I hadn't listened to much of it, and most of the jazz that I had heard was just all over the place, too much for me to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then when I heard yours, and it was like, especially your first CD, I just absolutely fell in love with it.
Oh, thank you.
And that one song that, it makes me move. Your mountain move.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I feel like doing much of anything or just sitting down, I'll go out and put it on, and next thing I know, I'm up working around the house and bopping and everything. So that was the first one that really got me hooked.
Oh, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Terrie Phillips, the muse for my song Miss Terrie on our Friends and Family album. Thank you so much, Terrie, for your time.
Okay, thank you, Jason.